So, I mean, one of the awesome stories that, he always came back home with, right, from his trips overseas when he would go and buy rough. And now that I've gotten into the business and I've seen a box of rough, he always just said, I bought a box today. Bought a box today. What is a box?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Is it cardboard? What is going on here? Come to find out later. And I was just a kid. We didn't ask too many questions, right? My dad also would look at you like, don't ask about the box.
Yeah. You don't want to know about the box.
You don't want to know.
Freaking 7. You don't want to know what's in the box.
You
don't want to know what's in the box. What's in the box?
And, getting into the business, it's like, oh my goodness. It's just these rough diamonds. They don't look pretty.
Yeah.
They don't look good. And, oh, by the way, the box was $2.5 million. Oh, shit. Okay.
And I'm traveling around with it in the airport, 80s.
Yeah.
There's no TSA. There's no anything. Unbelievable.
That's right. There are people, and you need to know who to give certain things to certain people.
Got it.
Especially in the Russian markets and things of that nature.
It.
So some crazy stories on that and getting in and out of airports. And
I believe it.
I don't know if I can really get into that on the show.
Yeah.
But, the idea, though, of these rocks and that didn't even look pretty. And they weren't even ready. And how we do it now, right, is, we'll buy a box of rough and we'll say, okay, just ship it to Israel. We'll cut it there, then ship it over here. No big deal. And you just leave a couple $1,000,000 with somebody and you're like, all right, they'll take care of it.
Yeah, and I just read, actually, so the first official article that I saw on big name news was about diamonds. And it said that the path they travel is so complex and complicated that a tariff in any one of those places will throw the whole chain off and could actually increase the prices by three times what the actual tariff is, because they're traveling so much. Because once infrastructure is made, if you break that chain, not everybody has the tech. India doesn't have the technology to mine them, cut them, put them out, market them all together. It's such a big web that's been created.
For sure. Listen, it's going minimum through 3 countries when we're talking about the States here, right? And so it's really something very interesting. You can be talking about 4 and 5 before it gets to the end country.
And the argument is, when is it a stone and when is it a product? Right? When it's uncut, yes, I understand that it is actually something of value, but it is still in theory a commodity until it is cut. Like aluminum is not worth anything until they process the alumina to make aluminium. But it's not anything until they do that. So that's part of the argument.
For sure. And for us in the commercial trade, it's like, when does it become for us? Because we can only use a polished diamond. Right. We're not in the industrial trade. We're not, using it to cut other things.
Right. Laser cutting, diamond cutting.
That also comes into the tariff conversation. But, going back to my dad and when those diamonds were cut and when they came into the store, I remember being here when I was 16, 17 years old. I was in high school and my dad opened up the box and
I need that one to impress Becky, the nicest Jewish girl at the temple, and I need to impress her.
Dad,
they train them early, especially
they train them
early. That I know from my time in Long Island.